Hey friends. Today we've got a heartbreaking story coming straight out of Memphis, Tennessee. On January 12, 2025 around 1:15 in the afternoon, Patrick Houston Jr., the 21-year-old son of rapper Project Pat, was tragically shot and killed. This devastating incident took place near Sharjan Park, specifically at the intersection of Ketchum Road and Long Street in the Imogene Heights neighborhood. It's a community that's now left reeling from this sudden loss. What makes this even more painful is the lack of information about the circumstances surrounding the shooting. As of now, details about potential suspects or motives remain unknown. Memphis Police Department is on the case, but they need our help. If you have any information that could assist in the investigation, please contact Crime Stoppers at 901-528-CASH. Every bit of information, no matter how small, could be crucial. Patrick Houston Jr. was more than just the son of a famous rapper. He was a beloved member of his community, and his untimely death has left a void that can never truly be filled. In these moments, it's important to remember the impact of gun violence on our communities. It tears apart families, leaves unanswered questions, and creates a ripple effect of grief and sorrow. Let's keep Patrick's family in our thoughts during this incredibly difficult time. And let's also remember the importance of coming together to support one another and stand against the violence that plagues our streets. Stay safe and take care of each other. Until next time. The air hung heavy, thick with grief. Gillie, the kid, a man accustomed to the harsh realities of the streets, found himself wrestling with a pain unlike any other. His son Devin, known to the world as YNG Cheese, was gone, taken too soon, murdered. The weight of that loss pressed down, a suffocating blanket of sorrow and anger. Gillie, known for his sharp wit and streetwise demeanor, was left grappling with a void that no amount of success could fill. The streets whisper, secrets passed in hushed tones. The name Noah Scurry began to circulate, a name previously unknown, now forever linked to the tragedy. Scurry, a young man himself, was said to be responsible for Devin's death. A life taken, another forever stained. The news, a gut punch, sent Gillie reeling, the raw wound of his son's death ripped open once more. The streets had claimed another soul, a grim reminder of the ever-present danger lurking in the shadows. Gillie, a product of these same streets, understood the code, the unwritten rules that governed this world. But understanding offered little solace in the face of such a profound loss. The pain cut deep, a constant reminder of the fragility of life, especially in a world where violence dictated the rhythm of their days. July 2023. The Philadelphia sun beat down on the asphalt, a stifling heat that mirrored the tension simmering in the air. Devin Spady, a young man trying to find his way, found himself on Masher Street. He was there for a brief encounter, a meeting that would have lasting consequences. Gunshots, chaos, a life extinguished. Devin, caught in the crossfire, never stood a chance. An innocent bystander, his life cut short by a senseless act of violence. The streets, once a playground, now a battleground, a place where dreams could be shattered in an instant. Gillie, a man who had seen his share of tragedy, now faced with the unbearable reality of losing his own flesh and blood. The news spread quickly, a shockwave of grief and anger rippling through the community. Devin, known for his infectious smile and kind heart, was gone, a young life full of promise, snuffed out too soon. The streets mourned, a collective groan echoing through the concrete jungle. Another victim claimed by the relentless cycle of violence. Months turned into years. The pain remained, a dull ache in Gillie's heart. Then, a revelation. Noah Scurry, the name whispered on the streets, was confirmed as Devin's killer. The news, delivered with a heavy heart, brought a strange mix of emotions. Anger, sadness, a yearning for justice. But Scurry was already gone, another victim of the streets he had terrorized. Scurry's story was a study in contradictions. A promising athlete, a bright mind with dreams of a future beyond the streets. Yet he was drawn into the darkness, his life a testament to the powerful allure of the streets, a stark reminder that even the brightest lights can be extinguished by the shadows. Gillie, reflecting on Scurry's life and death, saw a reflection of his own son. Both young men, products of a culture that glorified violence, both lost to the same unforgiving streets. The realization weighed heavily on Gillie, fueling his desire to break the cycle of violence that had claimed so many young lives. The deaths of Devin Spady and Noah Scurry stand as a grim testament to the devastating impact of violence on communities. The streets, once a source of life and vibrancy, now a breeding ground for pain and loss. Gillie the Kid, forever marked by the tragedy, has become a vocal advocate against the very culture that claimed his son. His message is one of hope and redemption, a call to action for those trapped in the cycle of violence. Gillie, a man who has stared into the abyss, understands the urgency of the situation. He knows that change is possible, but it requires a collective effort, a commitment to breaking the chains of poverty, despair and violence that bind so many communities. The road ahead is long and arduous, but Gillie the Kid, fueled by the memory of his son, remains steadfast in his pursuit of a better future. A future where the streets no longer echo with the sound of gunshots and the cries of grieving families. A future where young lives are nurtured, not extinguished. A future where hope can finally triumph over despair. You need to hear this if you're a fashion lover. Glorilla just teamed up with Rihanna's Fenty empire and it's pure fire. That's right, Grammy-nominated rapper Glorilla is now the first ever joint partner across the entire Fenty universe: Savage X Fenty, Fenty Beauty, Fenty Skin, and Fenty Hair. We're talking about a partnership that's redefining confidence, inclusivity, and self-expression. Glorilla's vibrant personality and Fenty's trailblazing spirit are a match made in fashion heaven. Their new Glow Up Close campaign is all about embracing your unique glow and rocking it with pride. From her billboard-topping hits to her candid, empowering messages, Glorilla is the perfect ambassador for Fenty's mission of boldness and diversity. And let's be real, who wouldn't want to unleash their inner glow with a little help from Rihanna's iconic brand? Stay tuned, because this spring, it's all about the glow up. Ready to slay, everyone? Catch you on the Fenty side. Hey everyone, today we're diving into some juicy drama that's been lighting up social media. Yep, it's Kanye West and his explosive tweets defending none other than Diddy. So what's the scoop? Sean Diddy Combs is in some serious hot water, folks. He's facing a slew of charges, including sex trafficking, racketeering, and conspiracy. Diddy's been in jail since September 2024 and he's been denied bail 4 times. Can you believe it? His trial is set for May this year and the stakes couldn't be higher. Now, Kanye, never one to shy away from controversy, jumped into the fray on February 6th, tweeting "Free Puff." He's calling this a conspiracy against his idol and hero, but that's not all. Kanye's not just talking the talk. He launched a Yeezy Sean John clothing line, with profits split 50-50ths to support Diddy. Talk about putting your money where your mouth is, right? And there's more. Kanye even shared a video call with Diddy's son, Christian King Combs, on Instagram, showing the world he's standing by his friend and mentor. But here's where it gets even messier. 2 documentaries were released in January this year, detailing the allegations against Diddy. Diddy, the Making of a Bad Boy on Peacock is one of them. These films are bringing all the dirty laundry into the public eye, and it's intense. Let's rewind a bit. Remember, March 2024? Diddy showed up at Kanye's Rolling Loud performance hoping to chat, but Kanye dodged him. This was during their feud sparked by Kanye's White Lives Matter t-shirts back in 2022. Awkward, right? Then, federal agents raided Diddy's homes in LA and Miami as part of the sex trafficking investigation. His attorney called it excessive, but the feds weren't playing around. Diddy's legal team is urging everyone to reserve judgment, painting him as an icon, entrepreneur, and family man. But with over 30 civil lawsuits hanging over him, it's hard to see how this will play out. So, what do you think? Is Kanye right to back Diddy, or is he diving headfirst into a sinking ship? Comment below and let's get this conversation started. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more pop culture drama. Catch you next time. The rap game is no stranger to feuds, but this one's personal. 50 Cent and Rick Ross, two titans of the genre, have been locked in a bitter rivalry for over a decade. The origin? A tangled web of diss tracks, business disputes, and ego clashes. Their history is riddled with lawsuits and verbal assaults. Each jab, a calculated move to dismantle the other's empire. But things took a turn, a dark turn, when Big Meech, founder of the infamous Black Mafia family, walked out of prison and into the crosshairs of this feud. See, Meech and Ross are close. 50 Cent, never one to miss an opportunity, saw this as leverage. He reignited their old beef, this time with a dangerous new element family. He dragged Big Meech's son, Lil Meech, into the fray, questioning his loyalty and his father's legacy. 50 Cent, known for his ruthless tactics, outdid himself this time. He brought Rick Ross's daughter, Toy Roberts, into the mix. An old video of Toy and Lil Meech surfaced online, insinuating a past relationship. This wasn't just a diss, this was personal, this was family. The internet exploded, fans and critics alike questioning 50's motives. Was this a strategic power play or a desperate attempt to wound his longtime rival? The boundaries of their feud had shifted. No longer confined to music and business, it had seeped into the most sacred territory family. The question on everyone's mind: how will Rick Ross respond? In this digital age, beef is served online. Social media, with its instant reach and unforgiving memory, has become the battleground. 50 Cent, a master of online provocation, used Instagram to launch his attacks. He posted the video of Toy and Lil Meech adding fuel to the fire with captions designed to humiliate and incite. His followers, millions strong, became both audience and participants, fueling the flames with every like, comment, and share. Social media, once a platform for connection, has morphed into a weapon of mass destruction. It amplifies conflicts, turning personal disputes into public spectacles, and in this case, the collateral damage is real. Rick Ross, never one to back down, responded with the same intensity. He slammed 50 Cent's BMF series, calling it lackluster and a poor representation of Big Meech's empire. His counterattack? A promise. A promise to produce a bigger, bolder BMF film. He teased big names like F. Gary Gray and Quentin Tarantino as potential directors. This wasn't just about defending his friend's legacy, this was about reclaiming the narrative. This was about victory. Caught in the crossfire was Lil Meech. He attempted to mediate, to bridge the gap between his father's past and his own future. But the damage was done. The feud rages on, its ending uncertain. One thing is clear, this isn't just a battle of words. This is war.